Welcome back to another episode of So She Reads. I'm Anaya.
I'm Megan.
And today we have a little bit more of a cozy vibe for you. It is about 12:30 in the morning, and I just finished reading Silver Elite, and we're going to discuss the book. Because we have some opinion. I have some opinions.
Oh, because I don't have any.
No, I mean, I know she does. But
she has notes. That's what she's saying. She means she has notes.
Oh, yeah.
That girl was not, guys, honestly,
Livid.
I was watching her finish this book. And wait, do you feel like I was looking at you when something big was going to happen? Or
No.
I played it off good? Because my God, that was hard. I was trying so hard not to like give it away. I was like, we were driving. And I was like. And then at one point, I was like dead ass laughing. I was like, oh my God, this is gonna happen. It's so good. Oh my God. Okay, so.
We're going to do a little notes. This is going to be very lax today. Like,
Okay.
we're going to stay on topic for the most part, but like less structured than what we've been doing for the last couple of reviews. She's convinced me to do notes. She's the notes queen.
I'm a note girl, yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I normally don't. I'm a pump and dumper. I read it and then I forget about it, and then it allows me to reread because I remember nothing. Okay.
Trying to make me remember.
I know. What is this? I remember key points. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the details.
I know, but like that's what we end up talking. Listen, if you weren't talking about it with someone all the time, that would work out fine.
I know.
But that doesn't help our conversations. Literally, we just filmed a video not that long ago, and she's like, no, that didn't happen. I'm like, yes, it did. We cut the thing, wait the thing, Google the thing, see who's right, and we move forward.
All the time. Every time. I'm sorry, friend.
I know, it's going to happen for the rest of our lives.
Always.
So funny.
Because I don't always take notes. I started doing it for these books, obviously, to be a little bit more prepared and a little more professional.
Especially if we're going to like
discuss
about
yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't like to do it for every book. So anyway, decided to do it for this book.
Fun.
Don't have extensive notes, which is how you know. Anyway. But literally, by the way, in this episode, there's going to be hella spoilers. It's going to be lax about spoilers.
Yeah, we're not even going to do an no spoilers, a no spoilers version.
Review. Yeah.
Yeah. And this is our opinion. It's not really much like, we're not going to do it how we normally do it. We're just going to do a yap session.
Yeah.
And kind of just like
chatty
dissect it. Because she just
literally like 20 minutes ago.
I just sat there and she sat here and I saw her spaced out reading and I just dead ass watched and laughed. So I watched her read the book. That was hilarious. That was so funny.
Okay, first note off rip, literally first note on this thing. Well, the man in black is 100% wolf, LOL. Was I not on the fucking money, bro?
Yeah, I guessed it really soon too. Well, half of it was guessing, the other half was hoping.
Yeah.
Like I was just like, I really hope this guy's really intense. Man, I think he's wolf.
Yeah.
Like I was like, he's so intense. Maybe he's wolf.
Yeah. Got that. And then right after, okay, I don't think he's wolf. And then literally right after, he's probably the general's son or some shit. LOL, Kane, he's hilarious. And then I put, of course he's the general's son.
No, look at me with him. I put wolf. Maybe it's the guy whose room she walked into.
Yeah.
And I put Maud.
Yeah, and we were both right.
That's crazy. At first I didn't have a name for him because she just like randomly walks into his room to get away from the guy she just slept with.
I know.
Which honestly,
Epic.
I love that for her. I love that it starts like that.
I will say, yeah, like, okay. Overall, for me, the rating, 3.25. She hates the points system.
She loves the points. My God, it's fine. I just feel like, what is that point? What was the thing that made you? Wait, hold on, let me lock this fucking phone. What is the system in your head that's like? What's the O-meter? That's like 0.25. Like I understand when you put a potato on a scale, but the rating I don't get the 0.25.
Okay, for those of you that use the point system, that partial.
Is this a point system I don't know about? Is there like a scale somewhere?
No, but people do it. People do 0.25.
Those people are assholes.
My best friend says point. She did 3.6.
I'm offending all people that use the point system.
I know, literally. So
Canceled.
here's the thing. those of you that rate books, you know, there's a big difference between a 3 and a 4, okay? A 3.5 is like, damn, that was good. Not quite a 4, but it was good, okay? A 3.25 was, okay, here's the thing. It wasn't low enough for me to rate a 3. It was not high enough for me to rate a 4. It was not good enough that I was like, it's right in between a 3 and a 4. So it falls as a 3.25.
I need a measuring tape to see how far away 3 and 3.25 are from each other.
Enough. Here's the thing.
Whatever, I give into it. I'm just gonna have to accept it.
It started off, I wasn't really into it. It was like, okay, right? Then it got to the point where I was like, okay, I'm into this book. Like, okay. And I told you, I was like, okay, I'm getting into it. Like, I got hooked. I'm fiending for the story. Like, okay, cool. And then I was like, I hate this.
She did, and then, okay, so think about that. Stop there. And then she did that over and over and over.
Literally,
and
the
I loved
whole
it,
book.
hate it. I loved it, I hate it.
Yes.
I loved it, I hate it. I loved her 1 minute and then hated her. I was like,
No, I literally, at some point I was
pick
like,
a side.
I literally told her, I was like, I'm DNFing this book. She's like, no, you're not. I said, bro, this close. It just.
But think about it. When a book makes you go up and down emotion like that, like in your emotions, like that's kind of like.
No.
It affected you. It had an impact.
No, it had me like, oh my God, this is going somewhere. And then I'm like,
you just didn't like where it went.
She's dumb. Ren is impulsive. She's aggravating. I honestly, okay, we need to talk about this because let me tell you.
I was going to say, we recently recorded something and I said the same thing about those fucking bitches. And you defended. So go ahead, let me hear you. I really want to hear this. Little fake ass. I'm seeing some bias, some favoritism in characters. Okay?
Sure. What did you rate it first before I get into this whole thing?
I rated it. I don't think I even rated it yet. I think I even didn't mark it as read. But if I had to rate it, I would rate it 4 stars.
Okay, that's a lot.
That's my opinion, you see? I don't get the points shit. If you would have said a 3, I would have been like, okay, that's your opinion. But it's the point thing that sends me. I'm just like, because in my head, I'm thinking, like, and you say it so confidently, and other people do that I'm just like, is there a scale I didn't get in my email? Am I not copied on that email? What the fuck? I don't get it. Okay, but go.
Okay. This is one of the few books. I read a lot of dystopian. We read a lot of fantasy, uprising. Dystopian is my go-to genre other than romance. Okay. Mm-hmm. This is one of the few times that I quite frankly don't give a shit about either side. I don't care for the rebellion at all. Mm-hmm. And I can care less about the government. I actually kind of side with the government a little bit, which is wild. Okay? I literally was like...
I'm dead ass judging you for that comment.
That's fine. I legitimately do not care. At all. Mm-hmm. At all. Mm-hmm. I'm actually annoyed that she's a part of the rebellion. Mm-hmm. I think it's really aggravating. You know why?
And you know what? I really think you're taking out your frustration on her lack of... I feel like you're taking out your frustration on the entire book for her lack of know-how, and because honestly, she's never been in this situation before.
No, I think this. Okay.
This is new territory for her. You gotta give her a fucking break.
Okay.
I wanna see how well you do with hidden powers in a society that represses your people and kills them on sight.
You know what my first thought is gonna be? Oh, gee, he didn't kill me? He's enlisting me to go into Silver Block. I'm fucking destroying the shit from the inside out. She did not have that revelation.
Wait, did you not realize that the network said they weren't going to help her? She had been waiting on Tara to get back to her to tell her what they were going to do, and they left her in the fucking lurches. Go ahead, keep going, keep making no fucking sense, please.
No.
You by yourself are going to tear down an entire fucking government
but I
system.
would literally...
We're waiting on you to do it now, Naya. Look at the government right now. You were in there. What the fuck?
No,
I'm kidding.
No, literally.
I'm sorry. I just really want to fight with you because I've had to listen to her talk shit about this book for days.
It's
Go ahead.
not a 4.
I don't know. I'm not saying you had to rate it what I rated.
No, but seriously, it's that. It's the fact that for me, it'd be okay, let me, even if, how many FMCs, how many main characters do we see that they're stranded alone, but they come up with their own fucking plan. And they're like, I'm gonna do what I can do. Like, take the opportunity. Why are you trying to sabotage? You're not going home. That was the part that frustrated me. You're trying to sabotage so that you can go home. Do you not realize you're not going home?
Okay, but how do you know unless you try?
She was not going home.
Why would you want to be in plain sight at risk all days and all hours of your life instead of attempting to get out and accepting a different fate?
Okay, she tried it once. He said no. At that point, what are we gonna do?
And this is the difference between you and I as a person. You take the first no as answer, and
it's just like,
persevere.
Okay, once, sure. Twice, after the second time that he made it explicitly clear, but you're not going anywhere. Why are you still failing out? You're literally gonna end like.
Yeah, but she's challenging him. She's saying like, okay, you want to play a game of chicken? I'm gonna see how far I can like crap out till you see that you're just wasting time and resources on me. But go ahead, please keep me in your thing.
It was annoying.
And she wasn't losing anything by doing that.
It was annoying. It was so annoying. It was so annoying.
So you solely don't like her because she was not excelling at
No, not just
Academy.
that. I just think she was extremely impulsive, extremely reckless, and she did stupid decisions.
I'm gonna throw shade out there, and not just the person, but the actual talk shit shade. Okay.
Go ahead.
Again, we just read a fucking book, a dystopian fucking book.
And I agree with you.
Where she's just part of a different, where she's just part of a different.
No, I think they both, I said, they both had black. You said that, and I said, I agree. They both word vomited.
But I'm just saying, though, it didn't make you hate the entire book.
Yeah, okay, because who the fuck died? Okay? Like, she had her uncle killed because she was dumb.
Because she's a young person. She made a mistake.
Stupid.
And her uncle didn't die. Her uncle didn't die because they went there looking to see if she was Maud. Her uncle died because when they got there, because she's a good shot, the person recognized him because he was a deserter. That was just coincidence.
Don't even, because you literally said it's her fault, her uncle's dead.
I'm pissed about it too. But if you really think about it, it wasn't the fact that they came. They weren't onto her. She didn't blow their cover. The reality was it was a bad time, bad place person, like situation for the uncle.
100%. But still, she's the reason that he's dead. Then they explicitly tell her, don't notify Tana. What does she do? Notifies Tana. Oh my God. Guess what? Now they're in prison.
No, that one pissed me off too. You fucked up, Brian. You fucked up.
Why would you heal your leg? It's just...
And also, I just want to put out there, every FMC and MMC makes these mistakes in all of the fucking books we read.
It's just, I didn't like it.
The entire book I didn't hate. I can't sit there and say I hated the entire book.
No, I didn't hate the entire book. I told you it was up, down, up, down, up, down,
I love
up, down.
the magic system. I really like I really like the characters. I really like the academy situation and how they have their own. Anytime there's a book, a dystopian book that we read, and it has a government system in place, and a hierarchy, and it has also a military structure, I think that that's interesting in itself. So I really liked all of those facets of this story and this world that they built.
No, I mean,
it was
the
really
structure
well
was
thought
cool.
out, I feel like. So
there were aspects, again, I can't sit here and say that I hated the book. I didn't hate the book. I definitely did not like the book. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh my God, that was a great book. Read it.
So you would, so if we were yes, no, maybeing it, you'd say no.
I'd say maybe.
Okay.
Like, it's a maybe.
Okay.
You're going to like it, you're going to not like it.
So you're not are you going to read book 2?
Probably. Because
Like
you're
in
probably
5
going to
years?
force me to read it.
No. I'm not going to force you to read it. But would you, like, how far down this huge TBR are we talking here?
It's not at the top of the list.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know.
The end didn't make you want to know anything. Okay. Okay. Accept it. Okay. Anyways, moving forward.
No, it just like...
I have to give her a week, guys. This is fresh. A week from now is when we can really have this conversation. You know this.
No, I'm going to be honest with you.
If in a week from now you don't bring this up at all, I'll be like, wow, she really did not like this book. But if you do, if you sit down and think about it a little bit and we end up talking about it heatedly, I'm like, she kind of liked it. You know I'm fucking right. You know
I will say, best, like, I loved all the side characters.
I'm really upset right now. Let me tell you why. Because when you finished reading King of Gluttony, I was just like, Anaya, you did not like that book. And she was like, no, it wasn't that bad. And I was like, Anaya, you really did not like that book? Wow. And now you're flat out like, I hated this book. This book was trash. And I'm just like, you reacted so much more than you did you were so much more hype, even in the anger for this book, than you were for King of Gluttony. And then a week later, you're like, I hated that book. And like, you're even slumming it right now, saying like, oh, she let me down.
I think that's
She's
why.
like a cowboy right now with a cowboy song. She's like, my girl done shot me down. I'm telling you. So like, I don't know. I can't.
You know what it is? You know what it is? It's like, okay. It's like.
I think you hated the FMC.
For what? This book?
In this book.
1,000%.
Completely. But not the book.
1,000%.
Okay.
1,000%.
Okay.
But it's all her POV. So, I just think it's like, yo, do you not, honestly for me, it was like, okay, do you not think anything through? Like, not a single thing you did you think through? Mm-hmm. And it's one thing as to have a character who is impulsive, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
they have characters like that. But like, at some point it has to be a believable like impulse thing, right? Like you were raised in this society with an uncle with like literally your entire identity has to be hidden, right? So you have to live your life on the edge all the time. You should not be this reckless. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that there's a level of immaturity that comes with it, right? She's a young character. She's like
She's how old?
I don't know, like 19, 20, 20,
She's
20
older
something?
than that. I think she's 23 or something like that. I'm saying she's not 19.
No.
There's a huge difference between 19 and 23.
And that just goes to show. Therefore, that's even more annoying. If
Yeah,
she's
but
that
think about
old.
it. You lived 23 years of your life and nothing ever happened like this. So and again, this is her home. This is her home. These are around people. She does this every weekend. She goes to these things every weekend. She's always just living her life, but being cautious.
I think for me, it's not that. Okay, so like that, yes. Okay. Her sleeping with the officer, whatever.
I'm just
part,
saying that when you get comfortable with a situation, you think, okay, this is a regular Tuesday. People are not going to show up at my house to watch me shoot come next day.
No, that part.
You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, I wasn't even mad that she saved the boy.
Like, I feel like she wasn't being reckless.
No,
I just genuinely think it's something, she did something to be kind because she's not a horrible fucking person and it bit her in the
honestly, that part will say, you know, when you look back on it, bird's eye view, you're like, that was a reckless move, considering we didn't know
what it could have. If you would have sat down and thought about it, you would have said, wow, had I not, in the future, you'd be like, man, if we can get those Infinity Stones, go back, I would have let that freaking
No, for sure. So,
eat the kid.
And even as a reader, when you're reading that in the beginning, you don't know the extent of what that one action is going to cause, because you don't know right now, we don't know what this world and what this system looks like, right? So even reading it, I was like, okay, so she saved the boy, you know? It was a great shot. Wow, that's impressive. But we don't know why that's so impressive.
Keep in mind, though, right after she did it, when they started congratulating her and like stating like what a crazy shot that was, she was like, oh shit.
Right.
Like, maybe I should not have done that.
Right. So then you're, as a reader, is like, oh, well, fuck. Well, maybe like, because we know she's Maud, like she's explaining all of these things, maybe they have like super sight or something. In my mind, I'm reading. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. We'll table that. For me, it's not that. It's, okay, at this point now, you're now a prisoner. Mm-hmm. You're being taken into this whole situation. You're thrown into this training. At what point are you going to be like, let me think through certain things I'm doing, because I'm in enemy territory, and like one false move and that's it. So it's like, and that's the part that kind of got me. Like, your uncle trained you better than that. So like,
But she's damned if she does and damned if she doesn't, Anaya. Like, if she exceeds what they think she's gonna do, if she excels the way she can, she's gonna stick out like a sore thumb, and then someone can catch on to her. And also, if she becomes the star of the Silver Elite, then the freaking general's right hand is gonna see her all the time.
Okay, so let me explain, I guess, where I'm going with that. It's not necessarily, listen, the hiding, her purposely trying to flunk out in the beginning aggravated me, but like her you can not excel and not try to flunk out at the same time, right? There was that, whatever. Take that aside. it's the warning Tana, even though you knew, like, they told you not to. Like,
Yeah,
like,
that was a mistake, 100%.
like, why are we
See,
not thinking through these things?
but that's
Healing
why I
yourself,
think-
like, or having the guy heal you, like, those what I'm saying. Like, those were big pivotal moments, and you're just making impulse decisions, and you're not fucking thinking about.
But people do that.
It just
That's the most
aggravated me.
realistic thing ever.
No.
People do that. People do stupid shit all the time.
No, 1,000%. It just, again, when
and
we're
also,
reading,
she was doing it as a declaration of love for somebody.
fucking idiot.
How many stupid decisions do we make? We
Idiot.
sat down at that table for hours today talking about stupid decisions for love.
I was just so
I'm
dumb.
just saying. So I feel like you don't like her. And I feel like, and that's valid because I was fucking pissed at her too when she went and did and warned Tara. And also though, here's the thing. You feel like you have a moral obligation to your best friend. If somebody told you that Emily was going to be at risk, you're going to trust the network that would let you sit there for weeks rotting?
No, I mean, of course not.
All right, Ren. All right, Ren.
No, but okay. But also, too, it's like, we're reading a book. It's just annoying. It's like, dude, be better. Like,
She's girl.
better.
I'm
don't
frustrated
know.
with the outcome of it, obviously,
All
when
of
these
it.
things happen. But I mean, it's the
Because
most-
also, too, for
and
me, it was
also-
like her sitting there and Tana calling her and using the telepathy to, like, it was just like, bro, you do this at the worst times.
She was freaking out. She was freaking out. Bitch, hold on. Let's put a pin in that for a fucking second. Again, also, these are realistic things to do. If it would have been something outlandish, where it's like she's standing there, if let's say she was standing there with Tara, and they were
Tana.
doing Tana, sorry, and they were doing a search of them, and she decided, I'm gonna talk in her mind really quick, and this bitch isn't wearing sleeves, I would have been like, you're a fucking moron, Ren. But to warn your friend that danger can happen and that they're there looking for specific things, who wouldn't do that? That's a common thing. Line up 50 bitches, we're all gonna tell our best friends. Do you know how I'd be in conversation with people like, don't tell anyone, and immediately call someone and tell them. Don't tell me shit, people. I'm kidding. No, but like everyone has that friend that like, don't say anything but friend. You know what I'm saying? And Tana's her girl. Come on. So, okay, I get you're mad. I was mad too. I'm just like, do we not learn anything? But at the same time, when I sat there and thought about it, I was like, I would have fucking told my friend too.
I also think
I'm mad at the
just
friend for overreacting and freaking
Yeah.
out and them leaving, like trying to leave.
Yeah.
Like, that's on them. There's certain things that it's like, honestly, I owe it to you to give you a warning. But don't freak out, bro. Fuck. You're blowing up the spot now. And then also, okay, now here's the other thing. If you were in a room with one of the fucking soldiers and they were trying to rape you, and then you couldn't have access to a phone or anything, and the whole place is swarming with the freaking government, and you could use telepathy to let me know, I want to see you not pop in my fucking head. I want to really fucking see it, bitch.
I just think, again, it
Like,
was
be
like,
realistic.
no, okay, but I don't know. I just feel like she didn't, like, there was just a lot that she didn't think through, and like,
Like the situations got more intense, like as you're moving through the book, because like they're desperate. There's moments of desperation. There's just like, I don't know what to do. I'm damned if I do. I really am damned if I do, damned if I don't. And also, if I do it, I don't know what it's gonna be the outcome of that. The moment she started excelling in the Silver Elite, this bitch comes in the fucking room with her, and now she got to fucking off the bitch. You see what I'm saying? At first, she wasn't in her line of sight.
who?
Of this, the general's
Jade?
right hand, Jade, yeah. She was not in her line of sight. The moment she became more significant and she now was in the Silver Elite all of a sudden, and now she's part of these missions and like.
No, she was in her line of sight because she
Also-
decided
and
to
she
work
started
with
to
the
work with
fucking uprising, and that.
But imagine if she was plotting by herself. At least like this, she now had some sort of backing. If you have to think about it like that, bro.
Just.
I know. But you hated the book. She hated the book. It's Honest Storm all over again, Anaya. They sat there bombing this book, and I was just like, so many things got resolved in this fucking book, you assholes. It's always me against the book club.
It really is.
Damn. Fucking damn. I am an island. So yeah, I'm saying like I really didn't like. I think she had a shit hand. I think that I actually at first was just like, yeah, I get it. I get why you're trying to get out of here. She's just like, and honestly, she just lost her uncle. She's like, I don't want to be in doing any of this. I'm fucking scared. I'm by myself. I'm sad as fuck. I couldn't save my uncle. I feel responsible for his death.
She was.
And I have nobody. I just want to get out of here. I just want to get out of here.
Yeah, but you were going home to nothing.
Better than being with the government. And also she was raised like that. She was raised to be scared of them. She was raised to like stay away, all these things, you know? So yeah, but whatever. Keep going.
No, I feel like I bulldozed this conversation. Go ahead.
No, you didn't. You really didn't. If anything, I feel like I'm like this book. I just feel like we always do this. You always hate. If you hate the FMC, I'm always like, but did you hate the book?
I don't know. I'm just like I said. I enjoy it. Like okay. I like Cross. I loved Kane. Loved Kane.
I love Kane.
Past tense, liked Liddy. Fuck that bitch.
I told you when I was just like, yo, but she be talking too much.
Yeah. And then that was it. Actually, really. There's no other characters.
There's so many things in that book though.
No, I'm saying that characters.
Hold on, I wrote down the characters' names.
And Xavier towards the end. I obviously like Xavier towards the end, but that was, again, at the end.
So I did not like the following people. Anson.
Obviously.
I did not
so glad they cut.
I did not like, what's his name, Ro?
Yeah. But
I did not like Ro.
Obviously. Didn't like Ren.
Which I get it. I knew you were not going to like her as an FMC.
Yeah.
And you really don't ever like FMCs, but I knew you were really not going to like her. Like, I really knew. I knew you were going to love Cross, though.
Yeah. No, Cross is great.
Cross is hard not to like.
Yeah. He's great. He's fantastic.
He's
honestly,
amazing.
the only reason I would read the next book would be for him, not for her.
I think he's amazing. I think that, like, also, I think that when he saw her make that shot, he was just like, I need her on my team.
Yeah, of course.
Like, strategically speaking, I was like, he thought, like, I need her. And then also, I kind of feel like he felt bad that, like, I think he low-key felt bad that he was like, oh, shit, I wanted her so bad on my team. I got her uncle killed. Because I was like, let's go out there and recruit this girl. I have to kill her uncle. And now I'm leaving her with nothing. Let me at least force her into the academy. And, like, so I feel like he thought he was doing her a solid, but he didn't know.
Because he's amazing.
Yeah. So I don't know, and I don't know if that's the fact, like
no, but,
the case.
I mean, even if that was,
feel like he's like
all
he
the more reason to love him
for them and stuff like that. So
I love it. I love that moment when, like, I loved her with him, like how she was with him. He balances her out like a lot, and I loved that.
But also, he's not living his life on edge. Like, he's got the get out of jail free card, and he doesn't have to. He hasn't been running scared his whole entire life. It's easy to be calm and relaxed and rational when.
But he's a mod.
He's only ever practiced with her, and again, he's untouchable. He's always been untouchable.
I guess.
You get what I'm saying? So I feel like it's easier said than done, if you're not in that situation.
Yeah.
It's like, you know.
But I will say, honestly, okay, so dissecting, like, let's take the characters out of it for a second, like just dissecting, like, the story itself. I will say one of the biggest things, because, like again, remove Ren, like my dislike for Ren. One of the biggest things I did not like about this book was the rebellion. I don't like the uprising.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, like, I just don't like the way, like, they're, like, portrayed. And I honestly don't think that they're good guys either.
I wouldn't be surprised if they weren't good. I don't really have a lot of opinions on them, other than I'm kind of like, I wouldn't be surprised. It's giving, especially when you read the ending, you're like, wow, there's a lot of things that are, like, not
adding up.
There's a lot of things not adding up, and you're also kind of just like, there's no way they went to these lengths to try and save their daughter, like have their daughter be okay, if in all reality they were bad. But, and also if that whole organization is accusing them of that, then it's like, okay, how good are you guys?
Yeah,
Did you just need a fall guy?
From the moment, so like them not saving the uncle, understood. Like, it's a lost cause. You know what I mean? And it's one of those like canon moments, right? Like this needs to happen in order for her to come into who she needs to be. Like 9 out of 10 times, it's someone close to them dying.
Yeah.
Got it. Understood. Heard. Knew that was gonna happen. There was no way that they were gonna be able to save the uncle. Got it. Okay, cool. Them deciding that she was no longer valued, like, we're not going to even try to save you. And then the way that they, like, when they connected with her finally, like, that she's reaching out, like, you can tell that she's desperate, but, like, the way that they treated her as an asset, like, I didn't like. And I was just, like,
They were very much on a need-to-know basis with her, and they treated her like you're low-ranking. Like, you could tell already that their structure is very similar to the company.
But
In its own way.
But I feel like they're very, like, I don't know. Like,
I mean, if they're okay, here's the thing. Like, let's be neutral a little bit in this, right? Let's say, I get it. Like, if you're the one running a rebellion, you have to be on a need-to-know basis with certain people that are in certain positions that they can, because if they capture her and torture her for information, if she knows all the specs, they're screwed, right? And even that, they have people, there are mods that are working for the company that have special abilities.
Yeah.
So those people could be in on it. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think it's very, you can't be just willy-nilly telling anybody everything all the time.
Right. Again, makes sense. I just don't like the way that they went about a lot of the things, and I genuinely don't like. From the first moment, you know what it kind of gave to me? It reminded me of the Hunger Games, and I very much felt like this is going to be like a Mockingjay type situation, where the government's not good, neither's the rebellion.
Yeah.
We got to figure something out in the middle.
Yeah.
And that's what this was giving from like the first point of contact when they finally contacted her once she was in.
Because they lost their inside guy, like the girl.
Once they were in and they like finally made contact with her, I was like, yeah.
Like once they were shit out of luck, they were like, oh, we do have someone in there. This girl that we've left in there for this whole time.
Yeah.
And
I was just kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
And I was like instantly red flag.
I agree, but at the same time, realistically speaking, you don't risk an entire organization for one person.
No, again, I understand when you look at it.
Like to try to save her, but to use her as an asset, I understand that too. But I think this is how that goes, though. If you're a part of any sort of like military structure, you're a tool.
But I feel like, again, it wasn't until they got desperate that now that's like, oh, now we're reaching out to you.
Yeah, but that's usually how it goes in all these books and movies too. It's always like,
yeah, I don't know.
Shit, we gotta use her now.
Yeah, but again, I feel like.
But it makes you question like their
the way that they did it, and
yeah,
and you know the way that the author wrote this, it leads to that where it causes a lot of doubt for you as a reader. It's like, okay, who are me? And honestly, at this point, I'm like, I really don't side with any of them. You know who I side with? I side with Cross. I side with Xavier. I side with the people that are loyal to her, and that's that. At this point.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I side. Okay, here's the thing. I don't like some of the decisions that she's made, but I will say this though. If my friend comes into my head and says to me, I need your help, and she sounds like she's desperate and something's like wrong, I'm gonna pull what she did and I'm gonna go. And then I'm gonna do exactly what she did to try and set it up and try to save my friend. It sucked that her friend ended up where she ended up, like going into slavery basically. But
that was
she
the
could
only
have been
other
dead.
That was really was the only option.
She could have been dead.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, that sucked. And she risked it all for that. But thank God she had Cross already at that point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if not, she would have been screwed.
Yeah.
But honestly, that was the best case scenario that was going to happen for her friend.
No, for Tana, yeah, 1000%. I mean, they tried to run. It is what it is. But I just mean in general, like overall, like, I don't know. There was a lot of flaws for me in the book. Like a lot of things that I was just like, nah.
Okay, so going back to the academy kind of setting, right? Did you like the trials and the trainings that they did? Did you feel like any of it was like high risk, or like she was in situations where it was like, you know, oh my goodness, oh my God, that was a close one, or like anything like that?
I enjoyed it. I actually liked the fact that it was like actually very much like a military training type situation, and that it wasn't one of those where it was like, you're gonna die type things. You know what I'm saying? So like
Like a trial.
correct.
Okay.
So like I recently read a book, Untamed, and it's very similar to this.
Where do you have the
So-
time to read these fucking books? I'm here trying to get these in for this. You fucking bitch. I'm kidding because I read.
While you were
everything,
reading
so I
Dagger
remember
Mouth, I was
it.
reading that.
Oh, okay.
So I actually read that before that.
I'm actually a really bad friend. I didn't ask you not one time in this last 2 weeks that I've been reading Dagger Mouth. What have you been reading? Horrible book friend. Okay.
Yeah, so I read Untamed, and it's by Ree Aiden, I think is how you say it. And it's a similar situation where it's like a dystopian society. It's a romance, whatever situation. She is training in another like special elite force type situation. But in that one, it's like you're not making out of it here. Like you're either making it into this or you're dead.
Is it giving like Fourth Wing kind of like?
No, it's giving like
Okay.
Hunger Games
Okay.
situation.
So it's like elimination process.
Correct.
Gotcha,
But the
gotcha.
elimination is death.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's like Squid Games.
Yeah. Like literally.
Like, don't you dare move.
It was
This is freeze
literally
tag on crap.
literally like you're not leaving here alive. Period. So you want to make it to the end. So that's an intense read. You know what I mean? Every trial you're reading, you're like people are dying.
You weren't mad at the person, the main character, for signing up for this shit show?
I can't give it away, but
Okay.
it was very
Was it
similar.
forced?
It was very similar to this type of a
Okay.
situation. So
How did you not know I was gonna ask that? Of course I was gonna ask that. I'm like, who signs up for that type show?
you should read that book. You would really enjoy that.
I think that shit, this book she's not liking.
What?
Did you not? You said you didn't like that book.
I love that book.
Oh, I thought you were saying
No.
like the book you're not liking.
No,
You're like,
I
you
loved
would
it. I
love
finished it.
that
It was
book.
so good. But I'm saying where in comparison to this, it was nice to read this where it's like it doesn't matter if you like you're still if they got eliminated, they weren't dying. They were going back to wherever it was that they were doing. So I was like, that was a little bit low stakes for me. I was like, oh thank God. I was like, because
But
to
also,
read like
had
that
she
builds
flunked out,
friends.
that's what would have happened to her.
No, she would have been to the prison. He said stockade or silver block.
I would have definitely taken him up on that bet. I would have been like, why does everybody else get to freaking leave?
Because she is a prisoner.
I know. Sucks to suck, Red.
So in this, where you were asking me that, I actually enjoyed this because it was like, okay, cool. Like sometimes it's really intense to read stories like that where you know like kind of like Serpent in the Wings of Night,
yeah,
where it's like you're building alliances and you really start to fall for these side characters, but you know that they're gonna die. And
But
that's
you
intense.
love that.
I know, but it's intense.
You're like,
I didn't need that right
computation.
now. Always, I'm like, no. Like,
And he's
can we just
dead.
do the berries? Like, just both. Like, everybody lives. You know what I mean? And those types of, you're like, I don't mind if a lot of the characters die, but then it was like, it gets
Can we have a
intense.
few?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, and then especially in this, because I was like, oh, okay, good. Like, Kane, I love Kane so much.
Me too.
And so like, I didn't want to see these characters die. So I like the fact that
I don't know what you're getting at here. What, the stakes were that high?
no, the lessons, it's not lessons.
Oh, the trainings.
The trainings. I love that the trainings that they did were not like life or death.
Gotcha.
You know, so I did enjoy that. Again, there were a lot of aspects of this book that I liked. That's why I didn't rate it anything lower than a 3.25. Any lower than a 3, honestly, because it wasn't a bad book. Truly, if I was doing a yes or a maybe, it would be a maybe. It's
Okay.
Some of you guys are gonna love it, some of you guys are gonna hate it. And honestly, that's kind of like the consensus when you look at the like research. Like when I started looking into the book and like what people thought, that's very much the consensus. You're either gonna like it or you're not. And I feel like it was very much in the middle. Like I was like, there were a lot of aspects.
You're so
of
funny.
it.
You're like, people were saying yes or no. Either you will like it or you won't. And be like, and I was a maybe.
No, okay, let me rephrase that. It was a lot of mixed reviews. That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of people liked it, a lot of people didn't.
It's just
I
funny
feel
the
like,
way you worded it.
Yeah,
It was funny to me.
it's about that hour.
I know. She's lost all words, guys. We lost her.
I digress. Oh, that
the
was another
people?
thing that I hated. This is I needed to
Go
read
ahead,
this.
go ahead.
The motorcycle. Her fucking stealing the motorcycle.
I
and
love
trying to run
that.
off. I was like, are you dumb?
I love that.
I literally put, she's fucking annoying.
I was like, don't
oh my
do
God.
it, don't do it.
Motorcycle's
She did
so
it.
stupid.
I can't get mad at her because I would have tried the same shit. I would have tried everything. And like just to leave the impression of like, dude, I don't want to be here.
No.
You know? And honestly, I kind of think that she needed to see that, like, really there is no way out of here. There's a barrier, and if you go through it, you die.
I literally wrote here, I'm so annoyed with her. Like, I get you not wanting to draw attention, but they're not going to let you go home. I was like, what are you not getting about that?
She's so annoying. Just fake it to make it, dude. Why hasn't she gotten it yet? Like, how much good she could do with the clearance she would get. That's what I'm saying. I agree with you, but like I understand.
You always have to play devil's advocate because of course she can just never agree with me. Like,
because again, like it's easy. I think it's just so easy to get that upset. It's so easy to get that upset with the choices and then write off the entire book. But if you really think about it, if I put myself in the shoes of this person, that this would never happen because it's fictional and it's not even real. It's not even real. I would have done the same fucking shit. Okay, wait, so read me some of your notes.
Okay, so I was really fixated on who Wolf was. So like this entire thing, I was like, who's Wolf? Who's Wolf? And then I was like, is the half-brother Wolf? No. And I was like, is Cain Wolf? And I was like, no. I was like, clearly fixated on who Wolf is.
Look at me. I like Cain, and I think she could use him to make Cross jealous. From the beginning, like beginning.
And then I said, I literally put, the mom is modified? Oh my God, is Cross Wolf like I thought?
Zima, I put empath.
Oh,
because
Betsima,
yeah, I put empath. I don't remember when I put that, but I put that, and then I put not for nothing. I knew it, and now Ro is going to try and kill her. I was like, oh my God. I think this is when like he took them to the balcony because when the guy got like when he fell into the spike and he was dying, she was going through it, and I was like, I think she's an empath, and I didn't even think about it in my head. I didn't even know that you could be a mod empath. I thought she was just like an empath type of person. You know, like I believe that some people could be like kind of like more prone to feeling
honestly
what
didn't
people feel
register
around
that.
them.
When I was listening to it, I was like, oh, I didn't even know. She was like, Fatima sat there and threw up, and I was like, okay, I mean, maybe she's just squeamish. I don't know.
No, I was just, and that's what I meant. Like, I mean, like people feel really deeply. I was like, oh, she's an empath, and then I knew it, and now Ro is going to try and kill her. Oh my God. And then I put, he killed her. And then I put crying.
Can we talk about something?
What?
Is their blood silver?
I don't think so.
Because it's tripping me up.
No, because if it was, I mean, she got hurt a bunch of times.
That's what I was saying. Like but then they were like, oh, but they're silver blood or veins. And
No, they were talking about their theories of what they were. This is when you're talking about when the team members were talking about mods and what they thought about them.
I'm talking about why do they light up silver?
I think it's because like ants or like brainwaves. I think that like when you do a scan of someone and they're using certain abilities in your if when you laugh at something, your humorous part of your brain lights up. So I feel like they use that in the nervous system, and so when they're telepathically talking to each other, maybe that's why. I think
that's an assumption.
It is an assumption. It's a theory. It's not an assumption. I just said I think. I didn't say, oh, it's because of this.
No, I'm saying I know,
and
we're
honestly
just left
would
to
make
assume.
Sense. Yeah, I do hate the fact that she didn't explain that. That actually, I agree with you 100% on that one. I agree. Now we're talking. Real reasons to hate this, but I'm with you there, sister.
You know what? You've been waiting for us to argue. She's been wanting this. Okay?
And you know what? Usually she has more fight in her. As soon as we're in front of the camera, she gets really nice.
No, it's just like because
it's 1:30 in the morning.
No, it's not even just that. Then she starts coming at me, and it's like, you know what? Okay, fine. You kind of make a little bit of sense, but I still got to stand on business. Okay.
I want you to. I want you to challenge me back.
You know what? Like, no, I feel what I feel.
Don't tell me I'm wrong, Megan. You're wrong, and because okay, like this now we can talk about the actual like other stuff because like when you're worked up on an FMC, no one hates an FMC like you.
I know.
Even if I hate the FMC, you hate it so much that I'm like, but it's not the whole book, and I got let it go. Yeah.
Okay, let's move away from that though.
Yeah.
Honestly, parts of the book you loved. I loved when she found out he was Wolf. Again, we knew it from the beginning. But that moment when she finds out that Cross is Wolf, because, okay, in my mind, I was like, okay, let's think about this. While I was thinking about it, trying to piece together like how Cross could be Wolf, it's so weird. This is what happens when you read. Because I was like, it just doesn't make sense for it to be anybody else, right? Like, but at that point, I was like, maybe it could be somebody else. I don't know, who the fuck knows. But when I was really trying on that theory of like, it is cross that he was like, oh, I'm looking at the ocean, da da da. I was like, what if he's just like on his phone, like looking at the ocean on his phone? You know what I mean? Like just telling
You're
her
so high
exactly.
tech. I would have never thought that.
You know, in my mind, I was just like, he's probably just like looking at something that is the ocean and just telling her that. You know what I mean? And like, who the fuck knows? They're lying to each other. Technically, they have to omit so much. So then when she saw the painting, I was like, oh, I knew it. Like, oh.
You want to know what I thought? For a moment, I thought it was Kane because when they're talking about when they went on the flight, and he was like, "Oh, I spent summers in this place with my family."
Yes.
And honestly, no lie, I was like low key, like, wouldn't it be so cool if it was Kane and like that's about to be her like
bestie,
like best
I know,
friend?
I thought that
and he
too.
was like, I saw what happened to your uncle and I came immediately. I asked the network what happened to you, and they said that and I immediately joined.
No,
you
like,
know how cute that would have freaking been?
No, I know.
So either way, I feel like we would have won.
No, I know. At some point, I kind of resigned to like, okay, it could be Kane, and I'm not mad at that either. Like, I really wouldn't have been mad at that. But then, it's Cross, which thank God. Thank
I love that.
God. Okay, and that whole scene was hilarious when she finally like figures out how to like let him know that like she's Daisy, and that was hilarious when he has a knife on her throat or whatever. But like fast forwarding like a little bit because you kind of see when she's going through the dark Blacklands with Xavier, and that he's telling her that like, oh, like he was gonna break it off with Ivy. And then he asked him like, oh, why are you breaking it off with her? And he's, because there's someone I'm in love with.
Since
like,
I was my whole life. I know. Okay, let's go back to when she revealed it to him because I thought that was the most realistic shit ever of life. Because like to catch the giggles.
Yeah.
Like in that moment,
Yeah.
I was just like, I would too.
Yeah.
I would be like crying, laughing, like look how
She's
mad
like,
he
"This is my
is."
best
because
friend.
now, yeah, like
Like,
now
you fucking
I
idiot.
can do whatever I want to this world. Like we talk shit to each other all the time. And I think honestly that like his whole demeanor changed with her the moment he found out that she was Daisy.
Of course.
And I think that was so funny though because he was like, "You have to give me a minute. Like I just found out that the girl I've loved my entire life is you.
Is the girl that I love right now.
Yeah,
which is
like,
tripping me out.
Which was already probably tripping me out. Imagine, I hope to God in the next
we get like a POV
we get
of
a
his.
POV of like
I know. We have to because they're going to be separated. I would love that.
yeah, like when Daisy told me that when my dove, whatever, like if I don't care what he calls her, but if he goes through the motions of like, I was just like, thank God, because I was in love with two people.
Yeah, I know. Reconciling that in his
That
brain.
was the best.
Just...
That was the best. But honestly, I would have been okay with either one.
Yeah. That's
Oh my God, but can we talk about his ex?
that silence right there. That was it.
Also, why would you put her bedroom so close to her bedroom? Like, I don't want anyone to know about this. Ex is walking in her room. What the fuck?
I will say though, good on her. I will say, good on her for not giving them up. Not giving them up and not telling about the mark.
Liddy's a fucking bitch. I had a bad feeling about that hoe. Honestly, when she did it, I was like, oh, the knife.
When she said, when Bro came out and was like, oh, I was like, it was Liddy. She goes, Ivy. And I was like, it was Liddy. And boom, Liddy comes out. And I was like, I felt like Mother Gothel. Complete and utter betrayal.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been quoting Tangled a lot today.
Yeah, you really have. She's like the chameleon. She does the face. But good on the ex for not spilling the. And I actually really like the torture scene. That sounds weird. I really like that she was trying to help her. Like she kind of was slithering into their brains to see how beaten up they were and how much they were like. And she didn't want her to give up again and fail. Yeah. She was just like, no, she's come this far, and she's actually good at what she does.
That's what pivoted her not telling, like, outing Cross and her.
Because maybe she felt her at that moment. I don't know. I really kind of want to unpack that moment, too.
What?
Like, I want to know, like, if she noticed when they were being tortured, if she noticed someone trying to get through her barriers. Because the first thing they were taught was to put up a barrier.
But that's what I'm saying. So, like, for me, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, Jade Valance comes in and enters the mind, right? And one of the biggest things that they say is that, like, literally when you're looking and you're entering the mind, you feel the shock. How do none of them feel the shock?
No, I think it's I think it's just the I don't know, actually. I don't know if it's just the mods that can feel it.
The mods that feel it against the mods?
I think so.
Okay. Okay. That would make sense.
I think
Was that what it was?
I think so.
Okay. Because I was like confused on that. I was like, technically, then couldn't they all feel her?
Also, I don't trust Xavier.
Really?
It doesn't make any sense to me that we should trust him.
Interesting.
I think I think that, I don't know. I think potentially he could be playing the long game. I think he's not letting on how strongly he felt about this girl that died. I think that who willingly goes through the darkness, that place that everyone's so scared of, right? Unless they have a really big reason to do it. A huge reason. Who goes against their country to save one person unless you're gonna double team it? I think he's trying Cross, and I think he's trying this girl too. You willingly go into enemy territory after you just spent years killing their people?
It's his best friend though.
I don't know. I think he's done nothing so far for me to prove that, like, other than, and he didn't know that, I don't know if he knew that she was the one that killed the general's right hand. Like, there's so many factors that I don't know. I don't want to just blindly believe him and trust him.
Yeah, I could see it. I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
No, I could see it.
Because what if Xavier was approached? When Liddy told the story, was Xavier approached now? Because they've seen, everybody knows that Cross and this girl are hooking up.
One
they are
thing
not
I will say, discreet at all. One thing I will say that he made it very clear was that he made it a point to say, like, he doesn't break his promises, right? He's like, the only one that can let me out of my promise to Cross is Cross, right? But then when she was like, I told you to stay, he was like, I told you I don't break my promises. And so that could be a double entendre.
Who did he promise?
Who did he promise what? You know, I mean, like, again, nothing would surprise me. Like, if they were like, oh, he's double crossing her, okay, next. I'd be like,
well, again, you don't want to read the second book.
But in my mind, I'm just like, another fucking thing to throw into the shit show. Cause, like, what else? Like, literally, it was like first she heals her leg, right? And I was like, great, cool.
That was so stupid.
Then she kills Jade Valance. Okay. I was like, how are they gonna...
glad she did that. We needed that bitch out of there.
No, I know, but I was like, in my mind, again, how are we gonna... But it was her. It was dog eat dog world. TBH. It was her.
At that moment.
Yeah, so I'm like, you have to do what you had to do.
Yeah.
Cool.
Agreed.
Whatever. Wasn't even mad about that. Next. Then, but I was concerned in that part because I was like, okay, she's calling on Cross, and then Cross will show up. Let's say Jade was still alive. She's going to be like, how do you know? And I was like, oh, shit, what if she finds out
I know,
that...
when you were saying that, I said the same thing to myself when I was, like,
I was like,
it.
because she had the premonition. And what if I remember, and I was like, what if in the premonition...
She sees him coming.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, it was so outlandish, I couldn't even imagine.
Me too.
You know, and then, whatever, there was that. Okay, cool. Next. Then you have... Liddy coming in, seeing the leg, then Ivy coming in, and it was just like,
I loved watching your reaction to that, by the way. It was so good.
I was like, what more? What more can we do?
she reacts, and I'm like, why has no one closed that door?
No, literally.
She's like, what the fuck?
Literally. And so then, honestly, at this point, if they were like, and Xavier's double crossing them,
what else? I thought you would have been so happy, like, at the end when at least Kane was alive.
I really was.
At least of all of this shit show,
that was
Kane is alive.
I was like, yes, thank God, because honestly, I was so mad that I was mad. I was gonna DNF the book right then and there.
Like, I know, she had to take a break. She was just
yeah, we're pausing that. Because I'm mad, okay? Because Kane is actually...
Did I play it off really good of like, yeah, that was so sad? Did I play that off so good?
Sure,
or no?
I don't know.
I
was too in my emotions.
I was trying to be good because I was trying not to, like, give anything away or react in any way that made you think otherwise.
No, I was just too involved. It was too
good. I'm glad.
in that.
I'm so glad. Thank God.
Honestly, I was like, and I was too enraged, really.
You were mad. She was mad.
I was really mad. But yeah,
I was in denial. I was just like, there's the way you were about Callum, I was about this. I was just like, no fucking way. I don't want to believe that. I think he's, no, there's no fucking way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, when she took the shot and he was like, nobody likes to show off.
That is my favorite line in the entire book. That is my favorite line in the entire book. I loved that. So good. No, it really was. Again, there were pivotal moments like this. Don't take this for, again, a hard maybe. Okay, you may like it, you may not. There were moments that I was just like, yes. There was a lot of good moments like that. But again, I have my qualms with it as well.
Yeah. What about the ending? Like when they had the big event and then the girl was there and she went into the general's mind.
I think, honestly, that makes a lot of sense. You know what I mean? And in a way, it made me sympathetic to Command. The fact that she was fracturing the governor's brain. Like, he's not a great man, obviously. But, like, it made me sympathetic to their cause. I was like, man, maybe Jade was actually onto something. Maybe it's a little bit deeper than, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, clearly there's a lot that
Yeah, because she was saying that, like, just because you have that power doesn't mean it's always used for good. And, like, doesn't mean that, like, but that's what I'm saying, though. Like, you can understand where somebody would be scared that someone has too much power.
Yeah.
And that can lead to, if not one group is up, then the other group is up.
Yeah, but I say like.
But that's how it was before they took over too. So it's like.
I know. I just don't think there's a great. Like, why can't we all just kumbaya, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like. Because
the people who end up in power always are just like extreme.
It's so excessive.
And it's not even just like unrealistic. That's just should be happening.
I know. It's crazy.
How do people end up with like that type of whatever?
It is crazy though that is the power of one of the powers though, that you can fragment the brain like that. That was like a cool plot twist.
Yeah.
That I didn't see coming.
I think it was kind of crazy to me though, because I was just like, wow, they just eliminated a major threat. Like, I didn't like it that much.
Me either.
I didn't like the way that they took him out.
Me either.
He was supposed to be this like merciless, like
no,
very,
but
I think they queued it up for the sons, like the two other sons that have serious psychological issues. But like I feel like it just wasn't earned, and I feel like it just was like
it was stupid. And what is it? Unless the point that they were trying to prove is like to make it seem like he's a mod, and so then it's like, oh, he's been hiding this whole like that's the only logical thing that I could think about trying to fragment his brain, because they show that like mods can have fragmented brains, and that's not a hidden secret. You know what I'm saying? Like within the Prime community. So unless she jumbled his brain specifically to make it seem like, oh, guess what? Your precious governor or general, whatever, is one of us and has been lying to you guys this whole time.
That would actually be really interesting though, if he was. Like if he actually was mod and just like hated his people.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying like if he wasn't, if she setting him up to make it seem that's why she fried his brain, to make it seem like he has a fragmented brain.
I know that, but I'm saying though, it would have been crazy if he actually was.
Yeah, that would have been wild.
And then like everything's like,
that would have been crazy.
What they do to you, bro? It was anticlimactic.
It was very anticlimactic.
But then that means that the brother and Ro are going to be vicious.
I know Ro is going to be that guy.
Ro is like, it's giving Jackal.
Villain. That's what I was thinking too.
Right? It was giving Jackal vibes.
It was giving the Jackal. He was on that. And I will say,
he had crazy eyes.
Credit where credit is due. He peeped all of them.
He did.
Real quick.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Okay, and then the ending, she gets caught. Liddy's a bitch. Yeah. She escapes. Mm-hmm. They did that way too flawlessly, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, the ending is wild. Like now you find out, wow, not only are you going to be going to this unknown territory, but you're going into it as basically the daughter of two people that are very well known as traitors to the cause. Yeah. So you thought, oh, finally I could be with my people, and they all hate me.
Yep.
So she really got the shit end of this stick in life.
Yeah. Well, sucks to suck.
I can't. I fucking hate you, bro. I can't, bro.
But yeah, that's all I have to say about this book.
Yeah.
Yeah, we needed to get that out.
We did. We wanted to talk about these books forever.
Yeah, I know. It was...
I thoroughly enjoyed watching her finish that book, though. Like, going through the motions. I was just like, okay, thank God.
I am going to look up fan art, though, because I did not look up fan art yet. So
I think I did look up fan art, but I was not impressed.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Yeah. But anyways, I'm really
That's
happy.
it. That's all we have for
We
you
know
guys.
this was kind of all over the place. And we
It
kind
was,
of
but it
attacked
was
each
just
other
kind
a
of
bit.
like just chatting with friends about books. That it was not going to be structured at
This
all.
is what we do.
Yeah.
And honestly, this is just me liking a book more than her, because when it's the other way around too, yeah, we beat the shit out of each other.
We really do. I'm like, but you don't understand. It was great. Okay? And you're like, but I don't like, no, but it was great.
Also, sometimes I have to drag the fight out of you. Because
Yeah.
you're just like, I'm just standing on 10 toes. This was amazing.
I don't care.
Just for the MMC alone. Scrap the rest of the book. You ride hard for the MMC, bro.
Always.
I get
Always.
it. What's not to love? But honestly, though, I'm just going to say, so fake. So fake, bro. If men were out here like this great, there would not be so many single women.
This is true.
Just gonna say.
Come on.
Do better.
Do
people.
better.
And women. Because those are valid things we do. These weird choices we be making. Let's us do better too. What the hell's happening?
Oh, I know. I know.
Anyways, all right, guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
And don't forget to follow us on our social media accounts. Subscribe, please, share, comment, interact,
All the
like it,
things.
all the things. But yeah.
And we will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.